everybody, and a very warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I am very happy to see you here today, and I hope you all doing fine, even if we live in quite interesting and a bit turbulent times for the moment. Today's video will be an update video for 3 countries, and that will be an update for Hungary, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic, those 3 countries together. And to do this video, I'm going to use my crystal ball, tarot cards, oracle cards, and some dice. But before we begin, I must thank you all, you wonderful, wonderful viewers, for all of your support to the channel. I am extremely grateful for all of your mails, your wonderful comments, your sharing, your caring, and also the interest for participating in the upcoming lottery for 100k. And it have come in a lot of people that want to join this lottery, and day and night I'm sitting and writing down nicknames and email addresses on the lottery papers. So there's a lot of work, but it's really, really funny. And hopefully soon we're gonna have a live video with the lottery and who will win those 3 readings with me. Yeah. Yeah, it seems it's going quite fast, so maybe it will be the end of this month. If not, I will do it probably in beginning of January. Yeah. So yeah, but I also want to do a small scam warning. Please be careful. There are a lot of scammers out there. I never contact you first. I never promote anything, sell anything. And there are some scammers that are using my name and profile photo to try to scam people. It could be in comment sections, in the Rumble channel, or in the Telegram group. So please be careful. Remember, I never contact you first, and I don't do personal readings, so I will never offer anyone a personal reading through a contact. And in case you encounter someone who presents to be me, please report that scammer. And I don't want any one of you to get hurt through honest people. Yeah, scammers. What about today's reading? In front of me, I have a map of those 3 countries with some main big cities on it. And I also have some very, very short facts about Hungary, Czech Republic, and Slovakia. And I want to read these short facts first before we begin. And as soon as I have read the short facts, I will concentrate for a few moments on my crystal ball. And after that, we're going to take some cards to see if the cards can complement what I see in the crystal ball. And as I said many times, time frames are very difficult to predict on. So even if I get some kind of time frame, that could be maybe in a bigger picture, like in spring, autumn, summer, whatever. But don't get too stuck on time frames, please. When I see something quite close, it has a bigger possibility to occur quicker in time, but that is not always 100% certain. But if I see something very clear, then it has a very high percentage that it will occur. Okay. So what about those short facts for Hungary, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic? Glasses on, and let's see what they have to say. Yeah, Slovakia and the Czech Republic were one country until January the 1st, 1993. And it was called Czechoslovakia. And Czechoslovakia was peacefully split into two independent nations on January the 1st, 1993, known as the Czech Republic and Slovakia. And the event referred to is called the Velvet Divorce. The current leader of the Czech Republic is Petr Pavel, who has served as president since 9th of March 2023. And this Petr, according to online info, he is pro-Ukraine and pro-Green Deal and so on. So he belongs to that group of politicians. He's also pro-NATO and pro-war with Russia. And of course, pro-EU. And then we have the Prime Minister of Slovakia. And he became the Prime Minister the 25th of October 2023. And his name is Robert Fico. I think it's pronounced Fico. Sorry for you people from Czechoslovakia if I pronounce the name wrong. And according to online info, online info is normally a lot of bias. And they say his political views have been described as populist, left-wing, and conservative, with strong opposition to military aid for Ukraine, EU, migration policies, and the LGBTQ plus rights, while maintaining close stances towards Russia. On May the 15th, 2024, Fico was hospitalized after an assassination attempt, but survived and later resumed his duties. Well, that is strange. If you're against the globalist agenda, there is a big possibility that you will have an assassination attempt. And then we have the Prime Minister Viktor Orban, and he's the Prime Minister of Hungary. And Hungary is a member of the European Union and NATO, and having joined the EU in 2004 and NATO in 1999. The country held a national referendum on joining NATO in 1999, making it the only country to do so at that time. And many of you have probably heard a lot about Viktor Orban and how he tries to oppose the globalist agenda and do not want war and wants his country to be sovereign. Yeah. Well, that were the short facts for those three countries. And for you viewers who live in those three countries, if you have something to comment about the current situation in your country, you're more than welcome to add something in the comment section. You are more aware what is going on in your countries since you live there. And it's not always the right information you can find online what is going on. So you are more than welcome to add your views on what is going on. Anyway, so let's start this update video for Hungary, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. Oh, I forgot the map. We must have the map. Let's see here. Yeah, like this. In case I see something in those three countries, it will be easier for me to pinpoint out where a certain event or thing could happen. Now, I need a few moments to concentrate on my crystal ball. And soon we're gonna start the reading, okay? Just give me a few seconds. For Hungary, Czech Republic, and Slovakia. Okay, glasses on, and let's see what we can find. Oh, my glasses are over there. Sorry. Here they are. Yeah. Viktor Orban will be one of the main figures in what is to come. In the following weeks and months, his position will grow as a leader that puts his country first. And it seems like other countries will want to follow his example. I see the Polish people, I see the Slovakian people, I see Bulgarian people, and I see Romanian people. More and more leaning towards Viktor Orban's policy, and more talking about leaving the EU and leaving NATO, since it's not beneficial for none of those countries. And it seems like Viktor Orban is planning to have a very important speech in Brussels, in EU Parliament, that will really be, this time, it will really come out in the mainstream with very, very logical and clear points of view. I see that Viktor Orban has a lot of support from his citizens, the citizens of Hungary, and they support, majority of them support his policies. And a lot of people in Hungary are wide awake, and they really know what is going on. So they, over 10 million people, you cannot fool all of them. Yeah, and a lot of them are awake. And they are talking between each other and encouraging the current president and his policies. In Prague, in the Czech Republic, I see that there will be a big manifestation of people who do not support their leaders' policies. More and more, they want to go on the same line as Hungary and Slovakia. And it seems like the Czech Republic, the leader of the Czech Republic, he's sitting on a very unstable chair. And at any given moment, it seems that he will fall off that chair. And it seems to be quite close in time. Could be the spring, but could even be a little bit earlier than that. Extremely big manifestations in the Czech Republic. And that is due to some crazy policy that their leader want to implement on the people. And the people will totally say, enough is enough. Get out of here. We don't want you anymore. And no police, because the police will be on the side of the people, and military will be able to stop this kind of big manifestation at the border to revolution. In Slovakia, it seems like they will find some kind of terrorist group that want to make big problems in the country against their president, and try to implement fear into the people. Because as we go further in time, as we go into the new year, more and more truth about the EU and NATO and things like that is coming up. The corruption and how deep it goes, and the manipulation of Western leaders from certain centers. And the Slovakian people, I see the military or police, some kind of special force in Slovakia, gonna track down some kind of terrorists that want to make big problems in Slovakia just to discourage the people from leaving EU or leaving the NATO, especially leaving the NATO. And they will try to blame it on country R. Oh, you see, country R, it was country R. But when the truth comes out, it was from the country U, or mercenaries connected to the country U, could be from other countries too. And they're gonna crack down, and it's gonna be exposed. And the mainstream media will have big problems in explaining this this kind of news that goes against their narrative. In Bratislava, it seems like there will be found some kind of treasure, but that is connected to some very old books, some very old writings. It will become some kind of national treasure, those books. And it seems like in the future it will be more discussion of joining Czech Republic with Slovakia to become one country again, as it were before. And the Czech Republic and Slovakia, they have not had any big problems with Poland, and I see that good relations will continue with the Polish people. In the Czech Republic, they will try to put some poison in a very big river. It will be some kind of, yeah, unfortunately, not all the evil is gone. There are still some fractions left. Just to keep the people in line. And again, they will try to blame it on a certain country. But the truth will be that their own government is doing those problems. In both Czech Republic and Slovakia, there will be some kind of awakening in the field of natural remedies, organic food, going back to the basic, going back to old traditions that worked before this industrially, worked before they introduced all kind of chemicals in for the farmers in the farming. And more people will want to wear linen, cotton, not plastic, and trying to revive old traditions and how to make food and bread and things like that for more healthy living, and especially the way how to raise the animals. And both Czech Republic and Slovakia, and also Hungary, they are very proud of the farmlands and proud of the agriculture products. And it will be totally against EU norms or EU rules. No, we want to do it our way. We don't want to buy from you. We don't want Monsanto. We don't want GMO. We want pure organic food for our people. that we can produce ourselves. And we don't want any big brother telling us how to do and what to do and how much to do. So a big movement in that area is beginning to be born and will develop quite quickly. And since those three countries are looking on a way to become more independent and a way to leave the EU, then we have Austria, and the people in Austria will also follow with big binoculars what is going on in those three countries. Since they are connected, they have Austria have a border to all three countries. So whatever happens there will affect the Austrian people. And they will also want to go, the Austrian citizens, in the same direction as Slovakia, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. But the Czech Republic still have to change a lot, and it's coming in this spring. And early this year, there will be some kind of important summit between Hungary, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Austria, Poland, Romania, and Moldavia. They will meet and discuss if they can become some kind of union and how to leave the EU. And a union is a way to help each other, but without interfering in eternal business. So that will go on without the approval of Ursula the Witch and other high positions EU monsters. So, but they will try to do it their way. In the beginning of this year, some mountain region in Czech Republic. I see a big avalanche in one place, and in another place later on, I also see some kind of mud, rock, earth flood, and people will be attent, and they know the signs of the nature. And a lot of people will be saved in time before any big damage can be done. Yeah. And those that are living around a big river in Czech Republic, please, if you can, be attent on what is going on, who is approaching the river, and if there is some kind of toxic chemicals being put into the river just to make the people suffer. This can be stopped if the people are attent. It doesn't have to happen. It can be stopped in time if the people are aware of it. And a lot of people that really loves the country and love the water, and they will like a lookout for it and report it very quickly, and even like a citizen arrest of those that are trying to pollute it. And they will not speak Czech. Overall, in Hungary, they will increase the police, special teams, military, because they know that their prime minister and they is a target for some kind of attempt. And he will need more protection for the coming months, since everything is about to come down, the EU and the NATO, and like a wild animal that try to launch out an attack, the evil ones will try to do those attacks before they are put down. And the intelligent can you say the intelligent agencies in Hungary will be working overtime during a period of time, since there will be a lot of strange activity and strange people that will try to make problems in Hungary, but they will be stopped, and it will come into the news quite soon. Mm. Yeah, a big human trafficking ring will be stopped on the border to Slovakia, Hungary. And yeah, a lot of young people will be saved, even little ones. And they will try to kidnap children from Slovakia and Hungary. But it will be stopped, it will be hunted down. And those criminals, they will not face any soft charges or soft punishment. Mm-mm. Yeah. And during a period of time, the border to Poland, it's Slovakia and Czech Republic, a lot of people from the country you will try to cross the border to make some kind of problems in Slovakia, but even in Czech Republic. But the border patrols will keep an eye on that border, and some strange activities will be stopped in time. Could be some smaller terrorist attempts with knife, but those big ones will be stopped. And in all of those three countries, they have a beautiful, beautiful nature, and citizens of those three countries, we come into the new year, there will be like strong wish in their heart to go back out into the nature, to visit a village, to visit a forest or mountain, and it will be so much encouraged, and the schools will encourage excursions with children out in the nature, and they will become more and more frequent, because when we lose our connection to nature, we also lose our nature and a part of our soul. So there will be some new reforms to make young people, children, be able to visit nature and visit culture and how it was made in the old good days. Okay. And now I'm gonna take some cards on those three countries to see if the cards have something more to say. For Hungary, Czech Republic, and Slovakia. And some oracle cards. And the last one. And finally, let's take some dice. Okay, the cards and dice, they look like this. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. In the tarot cards, we have Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Magician, and Knight of Cups. On the Oracle cards, we have Message of Concern, a Fox, a Cup, you should accept valid criticism, Change, and a Judge. On the dice, we have a sack with money, Sucker, ping pong rackets, ping pong game. Seagull, bird in the sky, and sneaky. As I said, I saw some kind of child, young people, a trafficking ring that has, earned those criminals a lot of money, and that will be highlighted and stopped. Who are behind this will be revealed, and they will be taken to justice. And when people will find out about this, of course, there will be a lot of concerns. How is this possible that so many people could be involved in this kind of practice? How can it be that so many are so extremely evil? And that those things have been going on in front of everybody's eyes. But even if it's horrible, it must come out, and those criminals must be taken out, totally out. For those three countries, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary, a bright new beginning is coming quite quick. People are beginning to see a better future and beginning to demand it. Those sneaky politicians in EU, they will try to put out some rules on, no, you cannot do it, you will be punished, and so on. But it seems like you can do what you like. We don't care. We can take care of ourselves. We don't need you. So more and more independent voices will be risen in the coming weeks and months. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take some last cards for those 3 countries to see if there is any last information to be said. Some last 3 cards for this video. Let's see. These ones. And these ones. I see a lot of arrests coming up. Yeah. Big arrests. Of very, very bad people. This was blank. I need another one. Yeah. I need one more card here. Okay. Well, the cards and dice, they look like this. The last cards. Here we have, in the tarot cards, the Empress, Page of Wands, King of Cups, and 10 of Coins. On the Oracle cards, we have a Compass, Negotiation, and Bad Health. On the dice, we have their Hero. Again, a sack with money, and a person shouting loud. All those countries, even if the Czech Republic for the moment are in the influence of the globalists more than the other 2, they will change the direction. And those countries, all of them will go in a total different direction than the Big Brother EU want them to. And they will go for abundance and prosperity of their people and their citizens. And those countries will become like heroes in the eyes of many other countries in Europe. And many other countries would like to follow their example. There will be new rules and negotiations regarding school, children, education. And as I saw in the crystal ball, I saw education more of teaching the children old traditions, how to make things with their hands, how to cultivate the earth. And there will be a big investment a lot of money that will go for the education, for school system, for the children. And that will be for the benefit of all. Because if you only know how to use a cell phone and be on different social media, but you don't know how food is made, how this is made, how clothes are made, then you are quite poor. And knowing how to take care of yourself and the land, it's extremely big fortune in itself. And that will be a lot of talk about going back to the roots. From those three countries will also come a big report in their mainstream media about bad health due to treatments, those treatments, and how much money was put to deceive people through propaganda and manipulation to make them take something that is not good for them. I'm not sure if it's Slovakia or Hungary or maybe those two countries together that will officially come out with hardcore truth about the treatment. Yeah. And those who suffer, there could be some kind of treatment for them, but also some financial recompensation for damage due to those treatments. The corruption about this multi-billion dollar scam that was going on around planet and who got rich from it will also come out from, I think, one of those countries or maybe those two countries together. And the globalists, the evil ones, will try to do their best to stop this information to come out, but they will not be able to. It will be shouted out for everyone to hear. Yeah. And especially in many countries in Europe, there are a lot of people that have a relative that live there or been there or understand this language. So the information will be spread, even if a lot of mainstream media still would like to keep it quiet, don't talk about it in many Western countries. But this cannot be silent. It will be so loud that all the mainstream media stations will be forced to talk about it. Yeah. I just want to take one last card, and that will be one card for each country, really. First, I'm gonna take one card for Czech Republic. Just one card. Here we have the Hanged Man. And for Czech Republic, there will come a period that people will be fed up. No, we cannot hang upside down anymore. We don't want this. We want you out. We want to be free. As I said, it's like the citizen of that country will really fight back and break free from the chains and handcuffs that EU and NATO have put on them. So a lot of manifestation in the Czech Republic. Now I'm gonna take one card for Slovakia. And here we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, um, the leader, will promote a lot of be proud of the roots, be proud of the country, and trying to take care of the country, make their cities clean, make their countryside beautiful. So there will be a lot of talk about elevate the country and raise the level of proudness in people's heart for the country. And when the citizens really love their countries and are proud of their countries, they will also take care of the cities, the streets, the villages, the forest, and the nature. And that love will grow in Slovakia. Now I'm gonna take one country for Hungary. And we have 4 of Cups. Well, Hungary have also some internal problems. Not all of people are wealthy. There are some internal problems, and the leadership will work hard to try to make life as good as possible for as many as possible. And a lot of Western countries that are still under the deep hypnosis of EU and NATO and the witch, the spell under the witch. They will not like what is going on in Hungary. They will try to lie. They will try to say so many bad things about Hungary just to still keep with the clothes on to their agenda. Yeah. But Hungary, country of Hungary, has deep roots in very old culture, and the Hungarian people are very proud of their country. Yeah. Yeah, but they will not succeed to discourage the citizens of Hungary. Well, that was my update for those 3 countries. And a lot of things what I saw is not for a very long future. It felt quite close in time, the coming months, half year, something like that, 1-2 year maximum. That big changes are coming for all of those 3 countries. And well, with that, I want to end this update video, and I want to wish you all, you wonderful viewers, and you beautiful, strong, proud people of Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary. I want to wish you all the best. Stay strong. Don't give up. Better times are coming for your country. And soon the whole madness of this EU corruption will be over, and all of you will be flourishing so much, and like a new rebirth for your countries. Well, that was all, and to all of you wonderful viewers, I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye bye.